today's video, I'm going for a test drive. Well, I'm just taking my car for a drive, and I guess I'm going to try and make a couple of notes and I guess point out a couple of things as far as what the car is like now, what the exhaust sounds like, what the brakes feel like, what the suspension is like, what the transmission is like. I guess, well, not a conclusion, but something. I guess I'll try to answer some questions, a couple of questions, a few questions that I came across in the comments over the past, I don't know, half a year, I guess. First of all, the exhaust, I guess, and what it sounds like. Well, I have windows up situation, like all the windows are up, and the exhaust is, frankly, it's a little bit too loud. It's a little bit too much, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. The sound, of course, depends on the gear you're in and the RPMs and the load or the position of the gas pedal. Like if I'm around 2000 RPMs like now, 5th gear, and I'm not giving it any gas, I cannot really hear much at all. Like, it doesn't make much of a noise. I guess the worst case scenario or situation is when I'm in a higher gear and I'm going, what am I trying to think is like when the engine is probably like in the worst position, I guess, meaning it's in a higher gear and the RPMs are low, and that's not a good situation to put the engine in. You really don't want to be like 2000 RPM and in a higher gear and giving it, loading up the engine, I guess. And I suppose that's when the exhaust is making the most noise, the most unpleasant noise. If I'm in like lower gears and higher RPMs, like this, more of a more aggressive acceleration is not producing a lot of exhaust note or a noise. It's mainly like a fairly nice sounding exhaust in those situations. It's when I get into lower gears, and I think I can demonstrate this. I'm in the 6th gear, about under 2500 RPMs, and on a leveled road, I'm not giving much gas. The exhaust is okay. Now when I'm starting to go uphill and I'm giving it a bit of a gas, okay, here is I guess the worst case scenario. I'm in a 6th gear, about 2200 RPMs, and I'm going uphill, well, just in a few seconds. I'm going to be giving it a little bit of a gas to keep up with the speed, about 55, that's the speed limit. This is the worst. This is the loudest. If I downshift in 5th, same speed, same hill, it's much less. I guess it's all that resonance. It's not drawn. It's just a loud noise.